Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today's video is the difference between fake friends and real friends. Let's get on with the video. Right, so first off, what are fake friends? You may be wondering. Well, a fake friend is someone who you can't rely on. Someone who expects you there for them when they're not there for you. Like, let's say you get rushed to A&E and they don't bother coming in to check on you, or they don't text you asking you, are you okay? But then if they get rushed to A&E, they expect you to text them, they expect you to come into the A&E with them, be there for them, support them, etc. Now, obviously, there are different circumstances when this may not happen, like if it's in the middle of the night or when they're at work. But if in general, when you're having an emergency, they're not there and you are for them when they are, that's not a real friend. They're using your kindness because you're there for them and they're not there for you. Another thing that makes a fake friend is when they lie or talk about you behind your back. Like, white lies are okay, like, oh no, we can't see you on your birthday because we are doing this, and then do a surprise party. That's okay. But if they were to lie, like, I don't know, what could you lie about? Oh, I don't speak to this person anymore because obviously you two aren't friends, and then they are, then that's kind of like a different thing. Like, they're lying about more substantial things, then it becomes a problem. So obviously you need to understand the difference between a real and a fake friend. A real friend will be there for you no matter what. Like, I'll say weird instances. What's a weird instance? Me and my friends got worried about one of our friends called Will once upon a time, and we rushed him to A&E. My dad came and took him with us when we didn't really need to take him to A&E per se. Like, from what we were hearing from him, we did, but when we heard the whole story, we didn't really need to. But it was better safe than sorry because it was a really hot day. He'd barely eaten or drunk anything, and he was having a issue with something. I'm not going to go into any more detail about that because that's personal to him. But obviously things like that, then yeah, okay, like, that makes sense really, doesn't it? Like, things like that you would obviously do. But then it's like back when I was working at Costa. 1 second. No. Better. Sorry. The camera looks slanted to me and it was bugging me. So back when I was working at Costa, there was a period in the summer where one of my ex-friends, who I tried to let back into my life, came in, and she was going for a really rough time. So even if I had a 7 a.m. shift, I was staying up till 2, 3 in the morning on the phone to her, trying to console her and basically cheer her up and help her with her issues. And obviously, like, I should have known the reason why we stopped being friends was a big sign, but I kind of ignored that and tried letting her back in. Then something not so good happened to me at the end of that summer, and she wasn't there. we had a massive fight over it, and she's like, oh, I've got so many problems on at the moment, why should I bother with yours, and things like that. And I was like, because even though I've got a hell of a lot of problems on in my case, I'm still bothering with yours. That's what a friendship is all about. You put aside your problems to help theirs, and they do the same. So you've got to know your worth. I knew I deserved a better friend than that. I've actually got rid of and lost a load of friends, and that is mostly because I've accepted that I know what I deserve. I know I deserve supporting friends, loving friends, kind friends. And you need to know your worth for that, because fake friends will just use your kindness. They will expect you always there for them. They'll expect you to do all this, that and the other. And they won't do it for you. And that's not fair on you or anyone else. And it's quite toxic, because I've had them where they've cut me off from all my other friends, and I've given up a load of friends for them, and I've isolated myself. And then they've just gone and hurt me, and it's not healthy. It's not good. And honestly, it's diabolical that they expect you to do that. So remember, a true friend is someone who will support you, love you for all your quirks. Like one of my best friends, Sanya, who I met at my uni course, she puts up with my weird moments where I randomly start talking about weird things, or I randomly ask, can birds get anorexia? Bet you haven't thought of that one before. I don't know why. I thought of that years ago. Like, humans can get it. So could birds. Could animals. But then, do they have peer pressure? Is it caused by a different thing than peer pressure? But, yeah. That's a whole different kettle of fish. But, obviously, she puts up with my weird questions like that. Or when I'll just go from smiling and laughing to randomly crying my eyes out. She'll put up with me when I start having panic attacks or anxiety attacks in public. She puts up with all of that. She puts up with my quirks, my bad habits, and she encourages me to do a lot of things, and that is true friendship. Like, I also have another best friend called Leah. I don't get to see her for months, years sometimes at time. Same with my best friend Emily, but Leah will still text me, she will still contact me if I'm having a rough time and I've said something. She'll make sure I'm okay. It's like she's known since I was little, all I've ever really wanted for my birthday is a birthday cake. And both last year and the year before, my dad forgot after promising to get me one. Yes, I'm a weird child. All I wanted was a birthday cake. So what she done for my 17th was she bought me a bunch of cupcakes as a birthday cake. And honestly, that was the sweetest thing she could have ever done. It makes me tearful to this day. Because lots of people think I'm very weird when it comes to birthdays. I go, I don't want presents, I don't want gifts, I don't want anything. All I want is time with a person. I'd much rather spend time with you than get a gift from you. I'm very old-fashioned like that. I think time and memories mean more than anything else. And obviously, Leah's put up with me for over 10 years now, so she knows all my quirks. She's dealt with me through periods where I've been really sick, and she's put up with me through that. And bless her, she's got as many allergies as you can imagine. And so, honestly, I am grateful for all the support she's given me. She helped me stand up to bullies. She encouraged me to stand up to bullies, actually. Yeah. So does Sanya, and so does my friend Regina. And honestly, if I probably hadn't met them, like Sanya and Regina this year, I probably would still be in the same place I was last summer. but they've both brought me out of my shell. And that's what you've got to look for in friends. Someone who encourages you to grow, who brings you out of your shell, and makes you smile. Like my friend Emily, I may not see her for years at a time, but when I do see her, she does make me smile. Sometimes she makes me upset without meaning to, but that's what most girls do. And obviously I struggle with female relationships, but obviously the girls in my life now are very beneficial to me. But with guys are idiots half the time. No offense, boys. But, like, they will support you and sit there and put up with you yelling at them, screaming at them, crying at them if you're going through a tough time. And they will listen. And they may moan at you for yelling at them, but they'll still support you. And honestly, all the male friends I have, like, we can go through periods where when my mental health is bad, I will sometimes have a go, and one of my male friends, Reese, his girlfriend tries to talk to me when I get like that, so Reese doesn't have to, and sometimes I snap at her. I don't mean to. She is a good friend of mine and she knows I don't mean to. It's just when I get like that, there's very limited people I want to talk to, and because I've grown up with Reese, like I have with Billy, Emily, Leah, I prefer to talk to him than Jess. But we can go through periods where, because I've blown up at Jess, me and Reese won't talk because Reese is mad at me. But then a couple months down the line, we'll be talking, we'll be laughing, and we'll have like forgiven each other and forgotten. And that's what you need to have in a friendship. You need to be able to forgive and forget. If you want to hold grudges, you can't with your friends, because there are going to be many petty arguments. Like me and Sanya. I say you can live without chocolate. She says you can't. And this is coming from a sugarholic. Like, I have a bad sweet addiction. But yes, obviously, like, you're going to have petty arguments with people. And if you guys can't forgive and forget, then maybe you should be friends, but don't keep them in that close-knit circle of yours, because if you're going to just hold grudges against each other, that's going to cause arguments, and that will split up friendship groups. Like, I know I lost a friendship group because me and one girl had an argument. And I know, like, I've actually lost multiple friendship groups because of that. But then I don't get on with girls as well. So, like, when I'm in male friendship groups, I find it's a lot easier. But you've got to account for the fact that you will always argue with your friends. And that is something that's inevitable. When you're close, you just are. It's like family. You always argue with family. Okay, guys, so that's the difference between a real and a fake friend. Hopefully this helps you, and hopefully you can find some real friends of your own. Feel free to comment down below or message me, because I'm always happy to talk to you guys and listen if you have any problems, and hopefully I can help you. Bye guys!